The Queen invited her grandson Prince Harry for several emotional, in-depth chats before he officially stepped down from the royal family last year, according to insiders. The Sussexes have sparked further debate among fans about their royal titles recently, after Meghan used her Duchess of Sussex title on the front cover of her literary debut, The Bench. She was accused of using her royal ties for commercial profit, especially as the proceeds from the book are believed to be going straight to her. She is reported to have already received an advance of between £250,000 and £500,000 for the children's book. But, the Sussex Dukedom is the only title the couple are allowed to still use in their post-royal life. The Queen set down a series of rules over the last year which prevented Harry and Meghan using their HRH status, the word royal, in a working capacity or any of their royal patronage titles once they were outside of the palace system. Harry has even referred to himself as just Harry upon occasion, prompting confusion over how to address him from the public. Despite the sadness Harry is said to feel at having lost some of his titles, the pro-Sussex biography, Finding Freedom, claimed that the Queen is still one of the most important women in his life. A royal aide told authors, Omid Scobie and Carolyn Durand, that the two even had an informal lunch last March, where their official titles were put to the side. The aide reportedly said, "There were no titles, just Granny and grandson." The book claimed, sitting at the Queen's dining room in her Windsor Castle apartment, it was just like the old days. As they tucked into a roast lunch, the Queen made it clear to Harry that she would always support him in whatever he decided to do. The book claimed the Queen invited her grandson for lunch for a final heart-to-heart before he carried out his final royal engagements in the UK. The following day, the Queen allegedly ended their conversation by telling Harry he is much loved and will always be welcome back, an insider told The Sun. By that time, the monarch had already told the couple they could not use the word royal in any working capacity after leaving the royal frontline, as this meant the dissolution of their new brand, Sussex Royal. The Sussexes then issued a seemingly terse response which addressed the specific UK government rules surrounding use of the word royal. It continued, "While there is not any jurisdiction by the monarchy or cabinet office over the use of the word royal overseas, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex do not intend to use Sussex Royal or any iteration of the word royal in any territory, either within the UK or otherwise, when the transition occurs in spring 2020. The Queen also forbade the pair from using their HRH prefixes in any working capacity. But they were not officially stripped of the status, as they pointedly noted on their old website. Writing on SussexRoyal.com, the couple said this ruling meant they were formally remaining known as His Royal Highness the Duke of Sussex and Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Sussex. But the real blow to Harry is thought to have arrived in February this year, when he and Meghan confirmed they had no intention of returning to the royal fold. The Queen subsequently stripped the couple of their royal patronages, meaning Harry lost his beloved 3 honorary military appointments, including the one he inherited from Prince Philip, Captain General Royal Marines. However, the Duke of Sussex showed he would honor the monarch in her decision to remove his titles during his bombshell interview with Oprah Winfrey. He said, "I am hurt. But at the same time I completely respect my grandmother's decision. I would still love for us to be able to continue to support those associations, albeit without the title or the role." As royal commentator Charlie Langston said, "We know that Harry has a great love of the military. We know he was devastated when he had to step away from active duty many years ago. And that, I think, is going to be what really hurts him the most, having to give up the titles that he worked so hard to get in the first place." Yet, the Duke of Sussex is said to have met with his grandmother a few times when he returned to the UK for the first time in more than a year for Philip's funeral last month, suggesting it was all water under the bridge. Harry can keep his prince title because he was born with that status, while the Dukedom of Sussex was the couple's wedding gift from the Queen, and so will not be removed. However, Meghan mentioned her concerns to Oprah about their 2-year-old son Archie not receiving the prince title back in March, and claimed that the palace made this decision. She said this status was of course important to her, if it meant he was going to be safe and have palace-funded protection. Meghan had a different approach when it came to her own titles, and explained, "All the grandeur surrounding this stuff is an attachment that I don't personally have, right? I've been a waitress, an actress, a princess, a duchess. I've always just still been Meghan, right? So, for me, I'm clear on who I am, independent of all that. And the most important title I will ever have is Mum."